Yo, and good morning. Welcome back to the Duo's Corner. I am DJ, and I'm here for the Money in the Bank preview. Money in the Bank, as we know, is going to take place in a couple of hours. Kind of a lot to unpack. This might be a borderline rant, just to be real with you. I feel like the energy to this pay-per-view is not there. A lot of storylines are kind of rushed and kind of pushed together and melded together, which to me personally doesn't make sense. I come from the era where, you had at least a good month and a half of brilliant storytelling to kind of get you into the feuds, kind of understand what's going on. Because you have to remember, in this generation, there's a lot of casual fans that are just walking around, kind of tuning in and mic turning on and really doesn't know what's going on. Um, Again, with all the releases and you hear constant reports of TKO has no money, there are billions, and it takes away from a lot of the sting. I just saw a report that again, you have to take everything you see on the internet with a grain of salt. That The Rock wants Brian Gorge to take over Triple H's spot, yada yada yada. Which I'm not saying is not accurate. It's very could be, but it takes away from the actual, wrestling aspect of it. The suspension of disbelief. I don't know if the show came on, but I know they were promoting the show as like, oh, this is going to be, we're going to take you behind the scenes and show you the writing process. It's like, no, we don't want to see the writing process. We don't want that shit. We want to just see good wrestling, good stories. I don't need to know why Stone Cold got hit with a fucking car. I don't want to know that process of how it got to that. I just want to see a good fucking story on television. That's it. And right now, ever since WrestleMania, I mean, people blame The Rock, people blame Triple H, or hell, some people just blame the performance of the wrestlers. Like, WWE has not been good. It had good moments that were cool, but overall, I just felt like it didn't really hit the mark as it should be. So enough of the stupid ass rant. I just had to get that out before we get into this. And let's just get with my predictions here. So in no particular order, we got the men's Money in the Bank match. Solo Sikoa, LA Knight, Penta, Seth Rollins, Andrade, and a Grande Americano. Now, a lot of these characters in here is just it's a lot of filler. Um, I'm not really, besides Penta, I'm not really invested in these guys. Like LA Knight was hot, but I feel like he's at that real crossroads where he has to probably shit or get off the pot. If I'm really looking at this, okay, we have to look at this two ways. And I'm gonna give you like three ways actually. But then I'm gonna give you my concrete person that I felt need to win, and I'm gonna go with. You got Seth Rollins is the popular choice, but it doesn't make sense for Seth Rollins to walk around with a Money in the Bank for like a year. He is a walking Money in the Bank. He doesn't need it. He could get the title another way. That's why I'm like, he makes no sense being in here. What would have made sense if he would have had like a Braun Breaker or a Bronson Reed, and they can kind of be, you know what I'm saying, a story to where they could do it, and then the plan would be like, okay, you cash it in, then you lay down, and I pin you type shit. That would have made for more intriguing writing, but they just put Seth in here. So Seth, I think, is out. Not going to win. Andrade and Penta, that is just going to probably set up, if they're smart, set up a feud between those two. I still feel like Penta is going to eventually find his way to SmackDown. That's just my opinion. So he could be with his brother and they can form the Lucha Bros. And I think that's how they're going to do that. So I'm thinking no Andrade, no Penta. They're going to put on a great performance. Solo's not ready to even be in that upper like top tier main eventer. They tried it. It just wasn't there. And he still has a lot of story with Jacob Fatu, which there's no United States title being defended on this, and there's no Intercontinental title being defended on this pay-per-view. No tag team titles. It's like, how do you expect people to care about your mid card if you're not showcasing them? Like, not everybody watch. If you watch every week, yeah, it's a lot of talk, it's a lot of filter, but showcase the mid card You you brought these titles back. You brought these things back. Like, come on, like let's just fucking do it. Like, what is going on here? This is absolutely like just fucking ridiculous. It really, really is. Okay, and then you have L.A. Knight and Chad Gable, whatever the fuck. If you want to get cute here, you could go El Grande Americano, aka Chad Gable. He's doing double duty, as we know this weekend. It would be something to see him do. Um, but I think there's a long game story with that. I think here in my pick, who truly needs to win this is LA Knight. I think he needs this because you could put LA Knight in position to get the title. He's still over. He still has a pop, but the pops will diminish if you don't shit or get off the pot. My pick here to win here is LA Knight by a mile. I think it has to happen. Okay, we're gonna move right along here. You have the women's the Money in the Bank ladder match. Alexa Bliss, Roxy Perez, Rhea Ripley, Julia, Naomi, and Stephanie Bakir. Um, this one is interesting, and I like it because there's literally, you know what? Fuck it. All five motherfuckers could. Wait, excuse me. All six here could win. Like straight. Excuse me, five. Damn, I'm fucking up. Can't count. It's early. No coffee yet. Bear with me. Yeah, all of them can win. All of them are believable stories, but I feel like number one, she's been killing it. She's been doing a great fucking job. She's really been the sole anchor of SmackDown with the storyline. Naomi. Naomi needs to win here because her walking around with that briefcase, she's already unstable, but that would make her the most dangerous, unstable motherfucker that there is on SmackDown. It has to be Naomi. Alexa Bliss, I can see the argument because the Wyatt Six is back and she could walk in there and have the title. Roxy Perez is a diamond in the rough. Rhea Ripley here, even though she could win it, she doesn't need it. She's a walking Money in the Bank. She has reached that level to where she doesn't need parlor tricks to get a title shot. We saw what she did at WrestleMania. She just said, hey, motherfucker, I want to get in that, and that's it. And then Adam Pearce like, you got it. So, again, she doesn't need that. Julia's interesting. That's, she's an up-and-comer, which I like that they're showcasing. Stephanie Valkyrie, she's amazing. But, again, I feel like Stephanie Valkyrie is going to get there the hard way. She's going to go through matches, do a duck dizzle. You know what I'm saying? She's going to do the rite of passage, which I think we're going to enjoy. So I'm totally Naomi here. I'm doubling down Naomi, 100%. And then we move on to this fucking pointless tag match with Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, John Cena, and Logan Paul. Who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares? I mean, Cody comes back Saturday night's main event and not saying, motherfucker, I want to run back my title. No, let's do a tag match. Why? And that's the fucking, and you have Cena. And very limited fucking dates as he comes out there and say, and you want to do a tag match on his farewell one? A nothing tag match with him and Logan Paul? No hints, no nothing, no, you know what I'm saying? It's like you got Cody and Jay, and it's like Jay needs to be, as Gunther said on Raw, bro, you need to focus on you. You need to start doing your shit. Stop raising your hand to help for people because and I get their mindset like, oh, well, we're putting him in there with Cody. He's going to be in there with Cena. And, you got Logan Paul who's, is getting it quick. Maybe this will help Jay with the rub. He's the fucking world champion. He doesn't need a rub. He needs to be out there defending his title against somebody on Raw. And the beautiful part about Jay is, yes, Jay's a world champion and he's a top tier main eventer, respectably, by default. So you could put other people in there to have a match to get him comfortable and working a match and maybe coming up with new moves. and doing stuff out the ordinary. You can't have the world champion in a tag on a pay-per-view. You could do that shit on Raw, but not on the fucking pay-per-view. He should be defending it. You have both your world fucking champions in this tag match not being defended. And then Cena especially. So we just wasted a date. So what the fuck? It's like, this is stupid. I don't give a shit, but most likely it's gonna, fuck it. Guaranteed it's gonna be Cody and Jay. Cena doesn't have to win. He doesn't give no fuck about this. He said he's ruining wrestling, people. He's taking the title home. So you just saved him an opportunity to not fucking lose the title. So Cena like, that cool, that's great. This is a night off. So it's like, what the fuck? It's like, I don't get it. It's like, I don't know who's writing this shit. And then we have, finally, not the last match, but the last match they put on the fucking card. You have the Women's Intercontinental Champion with Lila versus Becky. And stipulation is, if Becky loses, she'll never challenge for the IC Championship again as long as Lyra has it. Now, here's the thing with this. I do like this feud. Now, unfortunately, what did get exposed, and we just keep it in a buck, the physicality in the ring, these girls go at it, but they can't get the mic when they just talking shit to each other. And they saying heavy shit. Like, I'm not saying like the shit they saying is lame. It's just, I don't know, like I said, and I'm not trying to say it respectively. Maybe it's the accents, maybe the crowd just not getting with it. Maybe it's the perception of the responses, how we view it, the perception on TV. It's just not getting that ooh. But I'm kind of confused here. I really want this to be a trilogy, and I think it still is. But I would have done it like, I would have booked it like this. The first match, like Lyra did, she caught Becky sleeping and caught her and beat her. The second match, I would probably have a fuck finish or something, or like a dusty finish to where, Lyra pinned her and Becky's leg is under the rope, or the ref missed the spot or whatever the fuck, or Becky kicked out, the ref missed it. So Becky's like, motherfucker, I didn't lose. You cheated. And then you put the stipulation to where Lyra will say, well, motherfucker, we'll run it back at SummerSlam. And if I beat you, you can. It should have been Lyra saying that. That should have been after this match. And then you have the trilogy, and Lyra sweeps and beats. And then that way you put Lyra in a position to where she beat the man. She's credible. And now you can set her on to bigger, better things. But they didn't go that route. So unfortunately, I think what's going to happen right now is Becky's going to win the title. I think Becky's going to win tonight. And then Lyra might run it back at SummerSlam, yada, 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 which don't make sense to me. But I got Becky Lynch winning tonight. Straight up, because Becky's going to get that motherfucking title. She's Becky Belts for a reason. And I wish I had more to really talk about, but that's it. That's all the bullshit. That's it. And it's like, again, it's like, and this the more of the fucking rant here is just, you have Jey Uso as your world champion. You have John Cena as the universal, whatever the fuck other champion. You have two sets of tag champions that's not being showcased tonight. You don't have, your Intercontinental guy is not even on the fucking card. Jacob House 2 is not even on the fucking card, United States. It's like, this is Money in the Bank. This is where we used to have about, 6, 7 matches. But we had time to build stories. It's like I don't know what's happening here. So, I just don't know what the fuck is going on. This is not good. And you want people to care. You want people to get invested. You have all of these hours on fucking television. You have Raw, you have SmackDown, you have NXT, you got the Evolve, you got all this bullshit. You mean to tell me you can't make or schedule time to showcase your champions? But then you put them out there, or somebody loses a belt, it's supposed to be a big pop, they don't even know. It's just really interesting. It's just really interesting to me. So, all right. So before we sign off here, we're gonna do the rundown one more time. For the men's Money in the Bank, I got LA Knight. He must win. It has to happen. For the ladies, I got Naomi, Trinity, Do the Right Thing, Triple H, please. And then we got the tag match. I truly don't give a fuck, but it's gonna probably be Cody and Jay. And then for the ladies, it's gonna be Becky Belts again. Becky's gonna do it. And I don't agree with this, but I think this is gonna be Becky. I really fucking do. And like I said, that's it, guys. I'm about to drop this one, and then I'm gonna also drop in the SmackDown review, which was again an interesting show. And see you in the next one. Have a great day. It's beautiful out here in Chicago. Hope you got a great, beautiful day wherever you're at. And then we'll see how things go tonight. Peace.